are live. Yeah, we are live. All right, guys. Sorry, having some technical difficulties. I'm sorry I didn't start 11 o'clock right on the dot. Meant to, and I was just on the phone with Zillafan85. We were going to try something new, but obviously YouTube hasn't gotten it figured out yet, maybe. I don't know what the dealio is. Because it now YouTube does have an option that you could go live with somebody else, but you can only do one person at a time. I set it up, but then the problem is he wasn't Zillafan85. Me and him were gonna do a collab today. Hey Raymond, what's up, man? And I don't know what was going on because when I had everything set up, Alteron Kaiju, Reptile 7876, what's up, you guys? Just thank you for being here with me, Godzilla Fan Freaks, live for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 29. Hopefully everything's coming in just fine. I was kind of rushing and everything there to get everything set up correctly. If you guys were just missing what I was saying, I was having some technical difficulties, was trying something new, and it was not working. YouTube has this new thing to where you could go live with a guest, and you can only do one person at a time. And so me and Zillafan85, because he's been wanting to collab with me, we were trying to set that up. And I got it set up, but the link that it would let me send him was just a troubleshoot thing. It wouldn't give him an invite. And when I clicked on the invite on my end, it's hey, Monster Report, all your kaiju belong to us. So when I sent him the invite, it was sending him a link that was just about troubleshooting. And the other thing it said, it said copy link for the invite or like send an invite. But when I clicked to send the invite, it just closed me out of the whole thing. So I don't know if it's something on my end or if maybe my phone camera is outdated. I don't know. But so sorry about not starting the show right at 11. We were just having some technical difficulties. It was the first time trying to do something, and it was kind of like a last minute thing. Earlier in the week, I told him like, hey, when I uploaded my video, for Monday, I told him, look, there's this new feature that says go live with a friend. And but obviously something is not working. Something's amiss. I don't know, but I got to do more research. Nick, the Monster Report, I know you guys are in here. If anybody has any input on maybe what I'm doing wrong, but I don't think I was doing anything wrong. I don't know if it was glitching or what, but that's why there was kind of a delay in the start of the show. But I appreciate those of you who are here. We got 5 people on in here. It shows on my end, 2 likes. Guys, atomic blast that like button. Always appreciate the support. Just going to get rolling on with today's show. On today's menu, if you guys saw, I had a poll on YouTube, and then you could also vote in the comments on Facebook and Instagram if you wanted. But I felt like a Sinbad triple feature today. So on the menu today, we got first up, who won the poll, what I am going to be watching in the background. We have the 7th voyage of Sinbad. Zillafan85, I sent you a Facebook message as I tried testing it on my end too. It did the same thing. So it's not my camera, it's not my phone, because that is the only other thing is when you go live with a guest on YouTube, I guess both of you have to be on mobile, which we were. So YouTube's obviously drunk, that it's a cool feature if it gets going. That opens it up for like if Alteron Kaiju wants to be a guest, if Nick wants to be a guest on the first segment here, anybody else who would like to be a guest, that opens up that possibility. And I was kind of like, ooh, that's kind of cool. It'll kind of give a little bit more to the show. But now obviously we're running into an issue. So Nick, or if anyone else wants to help us research it, I know Zillafan85 is going to try to do a little bit more research, because it wasn't working. So again, apologies for the delay. But yes, Seventh Voyage of Sinbad won the poll. I'm just going to get that started right now. I would show you guys the title card, but at this point, you know, with YouTube and everything, I'm not showing anything on YouTube anymore. You know, with what happened with episode 27 with them, that was ridiculous. With the movie, like, that was insane. But yeah, so no more footage here on YouTube. But second place goes to Golden Voyage of Sinbad. So that is what we will be watching together over on the Facebook segment. And then, of course, that leaves the final segment for Instagram. We will be watching Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. So, we got Sinbad triple feature on the tube today. You know, I love revisiting a lot of these movies from my childhood. I grew up with all the Sinbad movies. Maybe next week for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, we could do something like the original Clash of the Titans and Jason and the Argonauts, because I have those too. So I was thinking about that for possibly a future show, since we're going this route of these kind of like fantasy movies, which, you know, have kaiju in them. So it all works. But I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's having a great week. Like always, you guys, ask me questions. You guys want to talk about a figure, take a look at something, you know, you got your snacks ready. I'm always ready with snacks. We're just ready to go. So, what to talk about? Man, the first thing I want to talk about, how many of you saw the trailer for the movie 65? That looks like it's going to be a good movie. It looks like it goes along the road of like Turok. If you guys remember the Turok games, Adam Driver is the star, and it's just about basically, you know, he's a person, futuristic spaceship and whatnot, but crash lands on a planet, but it's basically planet Earth 65 million years ago. So it's got dinosaurs and stuff. So you got Adam Driver with futuristic guns and all that stuff fighting dinosaurs. And it looks like a really cool sci-fi thriller is really what it looks like they're trying to make it out to be. So, yeah, if you haven't yet, go check out the trailer for the movie 65. That's what it's called, 65, just the number. But that looks like it's going to be really good. Really excited for that. Let's see, what else to go into? I got little Mr. Handy Dandy Varan, Bandai, brand new Bandai, Varan from Japan. Picked this up from Awesome Collector. Again, you guys, I'm sorry I did not get around to doing the box day for this guy. I was just kind of really busy, and I just couldn't find the time to do a box day. So, but yes, very, very cool figure. Reptile 7876. I saw Troll on Netflix yesterday. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, man, I think I'm going to try to watch that. If not late tonight, maybe tomorrow. Because Nick's, if you guys were there, Nick, the Monster Report, he had a live stream yesterday talking about King Kong 2005. And in all honesty, it kind of got me in the itch to watch it. And even though I told him, hey, guess what's on TV while I was at work? And it was Kong 2005. So I just thought that was a funny coincidence. But I really didn't watch it, you know, because working, you know. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw on if the movie wasn't already long enough, I have the extended version of Kong 2005. So I might watch that later while I'm cooking up some grub. So, yeah, but no, that was a very good video, Nick. Very good job to you, Cal, and I forget the other guy, Jedi something. But you guys all just did a fantastic job. That was an awesome show. For those of you just tuning in, welcome. We are Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we are here live for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 29. Got the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad on in the background. It was the winner of the poll. So, but yeah, no, Bandai Varan. Let's see, Alteron Kaiju. Actually, Ramon, I almost missed your comment. Here's a fantastic topic from yesterday. Del Toro from Pacific Rim was in San Francisco at a Heroes Club Art of Toy. I'll be going there in the near future. Ooh, that's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. And he went there? That's pretty cool. Ultron Kaiju, I really need to catch up with the Monster Report. One day I'm going to binge it all. Do it, man. Do it. You can't go wrong. Zillavan85, Seventh Voyage is my favorite Sinbad film. You can't go wrong with Seventh Voyage. For me, it's really, really hard. I really, really love the Golden Voyage of Sinbad, but I also do love the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. It's almost too hard for me to pick which one I like better over the other. Maybe that'll happen by the end of the day. Considering I'm watching them back to back, I don't know if I've ever really done that before. I want to say maybe I have once, but I really like Golden Voyage Sinbad mainly because of the Kali fight. That stop motion, I mean, Ray Harryhausen always did an amazing job, but that statue with the 6 arms and the swords and that battle, oh my, it's just so beautiful. So I'm actually really happy that this won second place and we get to watch it together over on the Facebook segment. So that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, it's really hard for me to pick between these two which one I like more. It really, really is. As I've actually agreed with others and everything, and The Eye of the Tiger, it's a good movie, don't get me wrong. It has its moments. It has classic moments. You know, you got the giant walrus. You got the giant thing. You got the little prince that turns into the baboon. All that good stuff. But The Eye of the Tiger, to me, is the weakest out of the three. I like it a lot, but I do not like it as much as I do enjoy these two. It is the weakest out of the three, and a lot of people do agree with that. So, you know, surprisingly, the one thing though that I do like out of Eye of the Tiger is the bronze brass Minotaur. Minoton, I think is its name. I do like Minoton a lot from Eye of the Tiger. But yeah, between these two, it's hard for me to choose which one I like better. I'm kind of leaning towards Golden Voyage. That's just me, though. But you can't beat the Cyclops. Cyclops is on screen right now, man. They just landed on the island, and there goes, oh, what's the sorcerer, the bald dude's name? Sakura, right? And I think Sakura's a chain restaurant, you know, like sushi and stuff like that, because we have them here in Tucson. And every time I drive by or see a Sakura, I think of this movie. But guys, Atomic Blast that like button if you have not. I appreciate the support. It helps the algorithm and just let people know what Kaiju Chill O'Clock is and helps me show up in people's feeds. So again, you know, share if you want to. Share the link if on your Facebook pages, Instagram, whatever, you know. Ultron Kaiju, definitely need to get that 30 centimeter Star Ace Cyclops. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking about it too. Awesome Collector. Guys, if you guys don't know, Awesome Collector is such an awesome website. And he has so much merchandise on there that people can get that I'm already kind of have a wish list from Awesome Collector, and I'm like, ugh, so much money, you know, and it's like, I know I'm gonna have to pick and choose on some of this stuff. But anyway, since we're on the topic of Awesome Collector, let's get back to Varan. I got sidetracked. So yes, new Bandai Varan came in. Really, really awesome Bandai. I love the sculpt. The detail and everything is really beautiful and amazing. Like Nick, if you're still kind of on the fence with it, I would recommend Nick. Since Varan's your favorite kaiju, even though the color, and I agree with you on it, the color is really lacking. I'm really not a fan of just him just pretty much being all one color and really bland. It just seems like a really lazy job, especially with such a beautiful sculpt. Like, Bandai Japan just does such an awesome job with their sculpts. The detail is fantastic all the way around. But, yeah, I really hope that Bandai turns around with some of their future releases that they're coming out with and add a little bit more depth to the figures. because the sculpts and the figures themselves are great, but I do not like the color on this. Nick also does not like the color, but Nick, I recommend if you still want one and you're on the fence, I recommend you get it while you can. Awesome Collector has them, and that's where I got mine. And so I would do that. But this is actually going to be getting a makeover, though. And I even messaged him the other day about, hey, you know what I'm going to do so you have content for your stuff is Yosh. So y'all know Yosh, great artist, Leaf Claw Studios. Let's give him a hand. And yeah, I was going to give this to him to give a makeover. And then I also said, you know what, just so you have the content for your channel and people can see how you do, not only am I going to lend him this to paint, but Yosh is also going to be borrowing my 2019 Bandai Ghidorah, and he's going to give that a little bit of a makeover as well. So I can't thank him enough for that when I do meet up with him. The Ghidorah and the Varan are going to be going in his hands. And yeah, and I look forward to showing you guys the end result for Varan here and the Ghidorah. I don't plan on doing a review of Varan until he's painted, so it might be a little while before I do a review on this guy. But and then you can stay updated with all of Yosh's platforms. Facebook, Yosh Reyes, Instagram, he's Leaf Claw Studios. Here on YouTube, he is Leaf Claw Studios. So make sure you look him up, give him a like, give him a follow, send him a friend request on Facebook if you want. Anything you have commissioned, that way you stay up to date with everything that he's got going on. And then you even get to see how he does repainting figures. So, just to give him, a little bit more shout out and outreach and whatnot, because I love helping and supporting other people, especially friends, fellow content creators, all that stuff. We're all a family, not one of us is just trying to outdo the other. You know what I mean? It's just nice when people can just be nice to one another and all get along that way and just help each other out. So hopefully in the future we can figure out that go live together stuff. So, because I was really looking forward to doing that with Zillafan85, and I know he was too, and that would have opened the door for having, again, if any of you in the comments wanted to be a guest or something, but we'll just have to do some more research on it, try to figure it all out, and hopefully it works out, and then hopefully that door can open to where I can have a guest on for the YouTube segment. Or if you guys wanted to be a guest on the Instagram segment, because that is also a possibility. Me and Yosh have done that over on Instagram. It goes split screen. The only thing with the YouTube one is that you can only do vertical. It doesn't let you do horizontal like this when you go live with somebody else. So that was the only downside. But other than that, hopefully down the road, if we get something figured out and try just troubleshooting it ourselves, we'll be able to figure out how we can do it. But for some reason, it's just not working. So, pain in the butt technology, man. It's like YouTube, if you're going to give us a new feature, it'd be nice if it worked. But yeah, who else picked up a Varan? I know Zillafan85 did. Anybody else pick up a Varan? Man, getting Bandais again, just it makes you, as a collector, it just kind of gives you that throwback. Because again, Bandais are the bread and butter of Godzilla collecting. Some of these exclusives can be on the higher end, but still, when you compare them to SH Monster Arts or X Plus or anything else that's really out there, Bandais are very, not cheap, but the word is affordable. Bandais are very, very affordable. So really happy that we're getting a lot of new Bandai stuff. I mean, I love Bandai. It's the bread and butter of Godzilla collecting. It's been around for years, and their sculpts are just as better. Their sculpts are just as good as ever, but definitely need to work in the color category because this guy he looks really boring. Such an awesome figure, and it was an exclusive Bandai, but just seems really boring. So I really can't wait to see what Yosh is going to be able to do with this guy. The only thing that's really tough with this guy is that there's not a lot of images to go off of. Because when you do see images of Varan that are colorized or from Destroy All Monsters, he does kind of look like this. So it's not technically wrong, but I wish that there was just maybe just some nice dry brushing or shading in certain areas, you know, just to add a little bit more depth, you know? So, no, really excited to see what Yosh is going to do for Varan and the 2019 Ghidorah. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Alrighty, let's see here. Zilfan85, I love my Bandai Varan. I know the paint is a bit lacking, but it's a great figure. And what's crazy is it's not even paint, I don't think. I think this is just the color of the vinyl. The only paint you have is the mouth, the eyes, and the spines, and the claws. That's it. Ultron Kaiju, nope, maybe until they do a retro repaint or something, but a cool little figure. Yeah, you know, a retro repaint would be cool. Again, you know, who knows? Maybe you're going to be able to see what, you know, you are going to see what Yoshi will do with mine, and then maybe that'll be like, you know what? I kind of want to pick one up, send it to Yosh, have him work his magic, get it back, and then, yeah, then, you know. So there is always that option too. Zillifan85, it doesn't look too far off from his Destroy All Monsters incarnation. That's true. It is. It's true. You know, Varan was barely in that movie, but this was basically his color scheme. And then Reptile 7876, the Bandai 84. Yes, the Bandai 84 is supposedly, I think, just released like today or yesterday in Japan. Excuse me. So anybody who orders, boy, I just had a little sinus hiccup there. For anybody who has ordered a Bandai 84 from any source, those should be coming in like the next week or so. Maybe with the holidays, might slow it down. Which I hope everybody's looking forward to Christmas and New Year's and stuff, and hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays with your families. You know, New Year's as well. But, yeah, no, the new Bandai 84, that looks, you know, again, that Bandai has not been released since the 50th Anniversary Memorial Box. And that's the version that I have is the 50th Anniversary Memorial Box 84. And even though that this new Bandai, it's nice that people are able to get it, especially Chris, the retired Goji fan 93, since he was kind of a dummy and sold his original one that he got, which was a Memorial Box version, like mine. So, but I'm really happy that he's able to get this figure. He better not sell it again. I'm really happy for those that have always wanted a Bandai 84 are able to get one because, yeah, we all know the 50th Anniversary Memorial Box can be pricey. Again, I bought mine my very first G-Fest. I pulled no punches that year. And that was one of my biggest purchases that year. I think it was just a little over $1,000. So, yeah, no, I'm really happy that that people who don't have that version are able to get an 84. Now, I really hope, though, too, that maybe I kind of do and I kind of don't. Like, I love everybody being able to get what they want. But at the same time, as a collector who has a 50th Anniversary Memorial Box, let's say they release a 64 Bandai, the 62 Bandai, the 67 Bandai, you know, a lot of those Bandais that are exclusive to that set, these new ones that come out, I don't want to say like ruin the set, but they kind of just devalue it a little bit. But they're still special at the end of the day because any new Bandais that do come out, of those figures, they're not going to look the same. You know what I mean? Like, the 50th Memorial Box 84 has a very different paint job, and I want to say I like it better than the new Bandai 84. I think the 50th Memorial Box has a better paint scheme, has better color. That's just me, though. Ultron Kaiju, there's so many figures coming out. What figures are you getting? Dude, right now, I don't have really anything on pre-order. Actually, well, hang on, I do. So pre-order, what I have is I have vinyl records from Mondo coming in. Matango should be here any day now. The Rebirth of Mothras 2 and 3, those should be shipping hopefully sometime this month. Then we also have the Sunrise G84 variant from Mondo. I nabbed one of those, and that's a glow-in-the-dark figure. Really excited for it. I got that hopefully coming in, I think the beginning of next year. A lot of stuff from Mondo right now on order. Uh, let's see, I got the Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 poster that came out for Godzilla's birthday in November from Mondo. I have that. That's not coming out though till spring next year, I think. As far as other figures, I plan on getting a bunch of Bandai's, of course, Alteron. I love Bandai figures, so I plan on getting a lot of those new Bandai's that are coming out. As far as X Plus goes, I'm waiting to see if they add it to the X Plus Rick site, but I really want the X Plus Golza. Golza is my favorite Ultraman kaiju, so now that he's finally getting X Plus treatment, really excited about that. Let's see what else. Awesome Collector has a lot of awesome stuff. I mean, I've always been wanting to get into the CCP Hedra sculpts, which I have a CCP reissue sculpt by Metacom. But I definitely want to get some of these other CCP Hedra figures from Awesome Collector. I'm a really big fan of the Smokestack landing stage CCP figure. I just think that is just an awesome Hedra figure. And I know Awesome Collector has a few different variants on pre-order that are coming out soon. So I actually kind of want to start through Awesome Collector building my Hedra CCP collection. I want to get some of the different sculpts. I want to get the color schemes that I like that come out, which right now they have like a Nightmare color scheme that's coming out. You got blacks, purples, and reds, a little bit of oranges. It looks really, really cool. So, yeah, looking forward to those. Alteron Kaiju, excellent pickups. No, I had to get both those 84 Mondos. Biolante also looked cool. The Biolante looked cool, but I'm at the point to where I have to be really picky about space about things, and I know that the Mondo Biolante figures are kind of a hefty one. And there's a lot of stuff coming out from Mondo next year that I am looking forward to, Alteron. If there's one line that I'm going to try to get every variant of, it's probably going to be their Space Godzillas. The Space Godzilla sculpt of theirs looks amazing. Also looking forward to the premium scale Hanna-Barbera Godzilla statue, which is going to be a pricey one because it's going to be the same as their Godzilla 89 and Tokyo SOS Godzilla statues. It's going to be a high-grade big statue. But it's the Hanna-Barbera. I can't not get that. Things that aren't Godzilla-related from Mondo, I'm kind of scared for how all these things are going to be spaced out because I also want to get their Masters of the Universe Panther. And the Battle Cat was like $500. So I imagine Panther is going to be around the same price. So I'm kind of bracing myself for that because I do want the Mondo Panther figure. And hopefully they also reissue a Skeletor because I wasn't able to get a Skeletor at the time, but I think they are going to because they reissued the He-Man like a little bit before Battle Cat dropped, I think, or after. I don't remember. So I'm really hoping that they reissue a Skeletor, and I'm really hoping that it's not too close together. Again, stuff like that, if Mondo releases stuff too close together, I'm not going to be able to get it all. I'm just going to have to pick and choose. And at that point, I'm going to be picking and choosing the cheaper options, quality over, or no, quantity over quality, quality over quantity. I don't know, however you want to word it. Speaking of Space Godzilla, ever notice his design seems to take cues from Yeah, that's basically what it is. Space Godzilla's designs were basically taken from Super Godzilla's designs. That is a fact. That is a fact. And then Alteron Kaiju did manage a Battle Cat, but that's all too expensive. That's what I mean. Mondo needs to space stuff out. Like if they want to sell, let's put it this way. Mondo has been doing better. I know I've given them lots of crap in the past, but they've been doing better as far as their quality control. Hey, there's Leaf Claw Studios. Yosh, what's going on? We were just talking about you and what you're going to be doing, reworking your magic on the Bandai Varan and the 2019 Ghidorah. So I let people know that you're probably going to have content on repainting figures. But anyway, heck yeah, Yosh, you bet, buddy. So Mondo, though, Mondo's been doing better as far as their quality control and everything else. So I've kind of, been giving them a little bit more. Okay, Mondo's not so bad. They did get a bad rep with all the Pulgasari stuff, but I think that they've corrected it. But Mondo still has an issue with scalpers and bots at times, I feel, because some of their stuff sells out really quick, but they also, I feel like they should update their number of units that they release, because some of their stuff is so exclusive that they only do a batch of like 100, and that can make it kind of tough to try to get something. So I think Mondo needs to just up their numbers on their units for products a little bit, and that would help. But also just really space stuff out. Like if Mondo wants their stuff to sell and for it to go to actual collectors and not people who just want to flip their stuff, space out the releases enough to where, oh, this dropped. And it's like, oh, not like 2 weeks later, drop another thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying at least a month, maybe a month and a half apart would be nice of a spacious release schedule for things, because then that would allow people to just save up a little bit, put aside a little bit of a paycheck or something if you really want something. At least that's how it would work well with me. But we can only hope. So we'll just see what Mondo ends up doing. Everybody saying hi to Yosh. Yes, Yosh is in the house. And Yosh, I think Michael said he sent you a friend request on Facebook. So he's going to be wanting an 84 pretty soon, I feel like. I'm glad Yosh has been getting a lot of commissions. Again, what I was talking about is we're all kind of like a community family. You know what I mean? Whether content creators, artists, all that stuff, it's always good to help out each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a competition. It's not like, oh, I don't want to deal with anybody. It's all about helping each other. And I'm really happy that Yosh is getting work out of this. Same thing with the whole go live with a friend on YouTube that failed with Zillafan85. If I'm able to have people on the show, if you have your own channel and content like Zillafan85, or even if Yosh and I were to collab for the YouTube segment in the future, it would give them that exposure. And that's what I like, and so hopefully we can figure that out. Same thing with Nick Adams from the Monster Report. When he has others on his show, me, other collectors, same thing with Collect All Monsters. Everything is always, you have the main source that's hosting the show, but then whoever's on, the people that view it, they get that exposure. And then these people are like, oh, hey, let me check out Leaf Claw Studios. Let me check out Zillafan85, Godzilla Fan Freaks, Monster Report, Collect All Monsters, Rich Iso, Fresh Final Reviews, all that stuff. It's like, that's what it's all about, is just helping each other and helping each other to succeed. And I love to see it. So, yeah. Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. Throat's getting a little dry again. Seventh Voyage of Sinbad is what we have on in the background. It won the poll contest. And then next up for the Facebook segment, we will be watching together the Golden Voyage of Sinbad. And then over on Instagram, we will be watching Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. So Sinbad triple feature today, and I'm really happy to do it. Yosh and Zillafan85 saying, yes, we are very much a family. That is true. That is true. So, yeah, you guys, like always, questions. We kind of talked about a lot of topics. Did you guys see the, again, the trailer for the movie 65? That movie looks dope as hell. I cannot wait for that to come out. I'm trying to think, is there really anything else as of late? I don't think so. So if you guys have any questions, you guys want to take a look at a figure, you guys want me to talk about a figure, I might go into the Kaiju Cave and pick a figure to talk about for like a few minutes just to eat up some time. Today's show well, not today's show entirely, but at least the YouTube segment, we'll just see how it goes. It might be a little under 2 hours. We'll just see how engagement is. I know Thursdays can be a little spotty. And I know, it's just my off days, guys, but I appreciate those of you who are able to tune in. I know that Thursdays and Fridays can be spotty for people because, people are working, not everybody has a weird schedule like I do. Let's see. And then Ultron Kaiju agreeing. Yes, we are a family. And yeah, guys, so like always, Atomic Blast that like button, as always. And then Zillafan85. Oh yeah, no, Superman, Henry Cavill. They got rid of him again as Superman, and I think he's done. I don't think so. Whoever plays Superman next is going to be someone entirely new. So that's kind of sad. Yeah, no, I heard about that news, and it really just kind of sucks because he was a good Superman. Was he my favorite? No. I like the original Superman. Christopher Reeves, I believe. And then Leaf Claw Studios, I thought he was good as The Witcher. Yeah, that too. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, but all of a sudden he's just quitting or cutting. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't want to be in the limelight anymore. It could be that too. Sometimes actors can just be like, I don't want to live this life anymore. Could be that. Who knows? But no, he was good in The Witcher also. But yeah, my favorite Superman is the original. I think the original was Christopher Reeves, right? If I'm remembering my superheroes correctly. Zillafan85, do you want me to join your stream on Instagram? I know you know how to bring in guests for that one. That's also a possibility too. So if anybody ever wants to be a guest, once I figure out how the YouTube one works, and then Yosh confirming, yes, Christopher Reeves, yes, yeah, no, he's my favorite Superman at the end of the day. You can't. I love the original Christopher Reeves stuff. And then there were others in the 50s. Yes, that I do know, but yeah, Christopher Reeves. But no, if anybody ever wants to be a guest on the show, hopefully the YouTube, I figure out how it works. I might end up doing some like trial and error stuff, so you might see some lives like pop up, but just know that I'm not really doing anything and they're just going to be discarded. I'll just be trying to figure out how it works. And then Zillafan85, yes, Christopher Reeve always will be Superman to you. Yes, agreed. Ultron Kaiju, I love seeing Reeves and remember seeing of the black and white episodes. Yeah, I remember seeing some of those too. But yeah, no. Hopefully I figure out how to do the YouTube one. But it wasn't on my end because Zillafan85 was trying to set it up too on his end. And it wasn't working that way either. So it's not just me. We were both having issues and we both got to try to figure out what's wrong. But if anybody wants to be a guest, once I figure out the YouTube one on YouTube, or if you want to be a guest over on Instagram, because I know how to do that one, shoot me a message through Godzilla Fan Freaks on Facebook, or shoot me a message through Instagram, and we can set that up. That adds more to the show, having a guest. And I would love to be able to do that more. Besides doing it on Instagram, it would be nice to figure out the YouTube one. So I know Zillafan85 is going to do some research. Nick Adams from the Monster Report, if you're still in here, if you can try to help us figure that out. I don't know what we were doing wrong. I don't think I was, because it was set up just like a normal live, but that invite link wasn't working. So I don't know. Zillafan85, in the 50s, they had George Reeves and a couple other actors. Also, boy, I can't pronounce Fleischer cartoons. Plus, I love the Superman animated series from the 90s. Yeah, you know, the Batman and Superman animated from the 90s was really just awesome. You know, that was back when cartoons were really good. You know, can't say so much for cartoons now. 8 people on in here. Awesome, you guys. At least that's what it shows on my end. Atomic, blast that like button if you have not already. I really appreciate it. Share it around if you want to. Let people know that we are live. And we got 7th Voyage of Sinbad on in the background. And yeah, no, we're just having an awesome time talking about topics and stuff. But yeah, no, you guys. Thank you all for being here with me live for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 29. Tim, dude, Batman the Animated Series was the best, and then the Justice League. Justice League was good too. My favorite Batman, though, was Batman Beyond. I really liked the Batman Beyond series. Really, really fun cartoon. Really, really fun cartoon. Ultron Kaiju, yeah, my uncle loved those 50 cartoons. Also, they played them in Mexico. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Sorry, guys, I'm just invested in the movie. Sakura's like telling off these pirates right now. I love the Sinbad movies. They're so great and they're so classic, you know. Again, I grew up with them. Oh, but yeah, guys, any questions? You guys want me to talk about a figure? If there's any topics that you think I'm missing, feel free to put them in the comments and we can talk about it. Has everybody got their Christmas shopping done? I think I have. I think there might be a few other things I have to pick up for some people, but I think I got all my Christmas shopping done. And again, I hope everybody's looking forward to spending Christmas and the holidays, New Year's and all that with, you know, family, friends, and all that stuff. Everybody be safe as always. Zillvan85, my favorite scene from the movie was the dragon versus the Cyclops. Cyclops gets his butt handed to him. Yeah, no, that's basically the highlight monster fight of the film. Can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong with it at all. Okay, I'm running out of topics. I'm sorry for the dead air, guys. We got 9 people on in here. It shows on my end. Atomic, blast that like button. Thank you, please. Appreciate it. It helps send around the algorithm and everything. Reptile7876. Are you going to get the SH Monster Arts Showa Gigan? I do plan to. Yes, I do plan to get the SH Monster Arts Showa Gigan. I love Showa stuff. So usually if Showa stuff is coming out, I'm usually going to grab it. You can always kind of count on that. You can always be like, okay, Godzilla Fan Freaks is going to get this. I already know it. There's going to be a video, review, all that good stuff. Yeah. And then Ultron Kaiju still has a few gifts to get himself. And then Zillafan85. Well, if YouTube wasn't being stupid, I would have been on with you, shaking my head. Yeah, no, true. I don't know what we were doing wrong. I don't think we are doing anything wrong. I don't know. And then Zillafan85 saying, yes, he is also excited for the SH Monster Arts Showa Gigan. Yes. I really hope, you know, the SH Monster Arts Showa Gigan, I kind of feel like it's going to suffer from SH Monster Arts as of recently. I feel like it's probably just going to be Gigan. But I hope that they give us some cool extras. Like, at least give us, like, some buildings from Godzilla vs. Gigan. Oh, guys, could you imagine a Godzilla tower? Oh, that would be cool. Give us a Godzilla tower with Gigan. Give us a Godzilla tower. Give us the mushrooms, those weird mushroom things. You know, give us some of those weird buildings from Children's Land. Would love to have just accessories like that with Gigan. But I feel like Gigan's it's just going to be Gigan. I don't know if we're going to get anything extra, which is sad because that was a selling point for me for SH Monster Arts, was the effect parts, the extras. It wasn't just a highly articulated figure. It was all this other stuff. And then they eventually stopped doing all that. Yosh, I loved those black and white 50 cartoons of Superman and the flying robots. Heck yeah. And then Zillafan85, yep, I remember the episode with the robots. There was also one with a giant dinosaur. And then Zillafan85 saying, yes, the Godzilla Tower would be amazing. Yeah, it would be. It would be, again. You know, sometimes I feel like us, the fans, we have some pretty freaking good ideas. You know, it's like everybody who sits down at these companies to figure all this stuff out, how come nobody pitches this stuff? Like, come on, give us what we want. That's why fans need to be in charge of certain things. We have damn good ideas. But I also know if these ideas do come to fruition, that means I know somebody watched this, took it, and I'm not getting a check for it. See, you guys heard it here. If Gigan comes with any Children's Lands buildings, they got it from me. And I deserve to be credited. Ultra Run Kaiju, that would be awesome. I have the Marmot yellow version. Could always use another version. Dude, I want a Godzilla Tower figure so bad. But those Marmots are so rare and expensive, man. So awesome that you have one. And if SH Monster Arts doesn't do it, I've already told Yosh, I want him to sculpt Godzilla Tower. I want, if there's a first sculpt that I would commission from Yosh, it's a Godzilla Tower. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. Thank you guys for engaging a little bit. You know, I always appreciate it. Zillafan85, it's kind of weird that back in the day, they always referred to the film as Godzilla on Monster Island. Yeah, Godzilla on Monster Island was one of the American titles for the movie. Because that was always the thing growing up with the Showa series. You had the Japanese title of the film, and then you had the Americanized title of the film. So the original, you had Godzilla, Gojira. And then the American title was Godzilla King of the Monsters. They just added King of the Monsters. Godzilla Raids Again, here in the States, was known as Gigantus the Fire Monster. Let's see. King Kong vs. Godzilla was Universal. King Kong vs. Godzilla, same title. Mothra vs. Godzilla, also known as Godzilla vs. The Thing. Let's see. Ghidra the Three-Headed Monster. Did that have an alternate title? I think it did. Godzilla vs. Monster Zero was the US title, and the Japanese title was Invasion of the Astro Monster. Let's see. Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster has a bunch of different titles. Sorry, guys, I'm like looking at my Godzilla movies over in the corner, and I'm just like trying to like think. You know, you had Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, which what it was known here in the States. Then you had Ebirah, Horror of the Deep. You had Godzilla, Ebirah, and Mothra, Big Duel in the South Seas. Yeah, all those different titles for it. Again, Godzilla vs. Gigan, also Godzilla on Monster Island. All Monsters Attack, which is Godzilla's Revenge. Godzilla vs. Hedra, also known as Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster. See, Godzilla vs. Megalon stayed Universal all the way around. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla was also known as Godzilla versus the Cosmic Monster. That was another title for it. Terror of Mechagodzilla, also known as Mechagodzilla's Counterattack. So you have those different ones there. And then, of course, you gotta love all the German title cards for and posters for those movies that had either King Kong or Frankenstein. You know, and it was like, what? This water is poison. He's lying. I think he was lying. I think right now they're looking for like... they see the club of the Cyclops. Alright, let's see here. Yosh, I would definitely try my hand at it sometime next year. Yes, for sure, man. Because Yosh's plate is full. But again, I've told him I can't be more happy on that. I'm glad he's getting all this work. And then Zilfan 85. Yeah, those German titles were trippy. Yeah, they were. And they're coming across the Cyclops' lair. Or not lair, but like his campsite. Speaking of like video games and campsites, any Skyrim players here? Anybody remember playing Skyrim when it first came out and when you would come across the giants? And they would come up to you with their clubs, and when they would hit you, you would like shoot up into space. That was such a wonderful like bug. Like, I don't even know if it... I think that bug is still around. I don't think they ever fixed it because it was so hilarious. But maybe they did. I kind of hope they didn't. I haven't played Skyrim in a long minute. It's one of those games I have to get back to one of these days. But it's very... Skyrim is a very time-consuming game. Has there ever been anybody who's actually completed it like 100%? All the side missions and pretty much everything you can do? There has to have been like one or two people at least. Alter on Kaiju, when you get a chance, can you show us your posters? I've been trying to save up for some original ones, but I do have some Mondos. Okay. You want to take a look at posters? We can do that. Let's take a look at posters here, guys. I can do that. Gives us something to do. Alright, let me unplug you. And just because I want to worry, I don't want to have to worry about footage. Let me like turn my camera this way. That way, when I rotate it, oh no, footage! Let me scoot that over this way a little bit. Rotate again. Okay, there we go. Ah, footage! If they get me for that, I swear, Cyclops! If they get me for that, I'm fighting it. Anyway, so let's start over here. Here's one poster I have. Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. And this was a Attack Peter poster from Mondo. Was really happy to get this one. I really wish I got the Godzilla versus Hedra one. Oh, that one was so beautiful. And it's available online through eBay and stuff, I think, but it's so expensive. But really happy to have the Sea Monster one. I love the style of the waves. I love the airplanes. I love Mothra up there in the corner. I love the way the clouds and like stars are done. Monster Report. The German title for Godzilla vs. Megalon is King Kong Damen aus Well Watal. I probably didn't pronounce that right. Which translates to King Kong, Demons from Outer Space. Yeah, that's pretty wild. But yeah, no, I love this poster. Godzilla looks good. Ebra looks good. You got the little ship down there. Got Ebra's tail. And then over here, I got this exclusive poster from FYE. This was for Kong Skull Island. I love this poster also. And it was the Chinese poster. I don't think it's a Japanese poster. It's a Chinese poster. Altar on Kaiju footage. Damn, I never could get an Attack Peter. Lucky man. Yeah, dude. They were hard to get. I actually didn't get this when it released. I got this secondhand from another local collector friend. So, yeah, really happy to have that one, but I really wish I got the Hedra one. Let's see, other stuff that I got back here. I'm trying to think what's really poster related. I don't really have too much in this room here. Over here, I have, even though it wasn't as good as the first one, I have Pacific Rim Uprising. And I like the way this poster looks. I just like the art and the colors and everything on it. Zillifan85, since Monster Report is here now, maybe you can discuss with him what we were doing wrong with trying to add me as a guest. I think he was here in the beginning when we were talking about that. But yeah, Nick, I was having trouble with the YouTube go live with a friend. It wasn't working on my end. Like the links that I was sending him was not working. And then Zillifan85 even tried it, but it wasn't working on his end either. So I don't know what was going on. And then Yosh saying hi to Nick. Speaking of Nick, you're a hot topic right now. Nick probably recognizes this poster because he sent me this poster as a gift. Really appreciate it. Really nice Kong Skull Island poster. Really, really like it. I love how Kong is like really kind of faded in there. Like you zoom in and you can see the teeth and everything like that. And it just looks really cool. But the further you get out, it's like just a black figure. But looks really cool. I like the soldiers going through the water right there. So, Nick, thank you again for that poster. Really love it. Guardian of the Galaxy poster. Probably going to get replaced by a Mondo poster one of these days. Over in here, I got this from my buddy Lawrence. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah poster. And then, of course, I have, like, box arts, of things. That was from the Waxworks Showa collection. Little artwork piece. Altar on Kaiju, that Kong poster is awesome. I ordered it, but it came damaged. That's no good. Here's another little mini art poster from the King Kong Escapes Waxwork release. Down there, I got a little Venom poster. Over here, some more box art. I got the Hedra, Flying Hedra box art up. So just more box arts. This poster here came from Holy Mountain Printing before they actually got in trouble with Toho and Toho shut them down. So I got that. That's pretty cool. Again, you got the Snake Mountain artwork poster over here. This here is just a little piece that my mom threw together for me from all the artworks from the figures. She just kind of did like a little collage for me. Really appreciate it. Little Vegeta transformation poster thing there. Artwork from the record from Mondo for Masters of the Universe Revelation. Waxwork poster from the Mothra soundtrack. I got right there. I know people give me crap for using tacks, but you know what? I don't really care because framing shit is just as expensive. And if I really wanted to frame everything, footage, nothing would be up on my walls. Because, man, framing stuff, having it done right, it can be so expensive. So I don't care about using tacks. Judge me how you will. I don't care. Got some Godzilla vs. Hedra stuff here. One of my favorite posters here. There's a glare right now because of the skylight. And then, of course, it's hard to see at certain angles. Trying to get a good angle for you guys, but there's always something in the way. But yeah, I got that. As you guys saw my announcement, the Tucson Kaiju Festival is coming back in 2023. And so there's the poster for the first ever Tucson Godzilla Festival. Of course, now it's renamed Kaiju Festival, so I don't get in trouble with Toho. But yep, so that's coming back. Really, really excited. I have yet to hear from Ron John. I'm kind of worried about him. I hope he's doing okay. It's been a few days, and I have yet to hear from him. So I hope he's all right, because he's my communication guy for all this stuff. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah poster that I got from Robert Scott Field himself, and he signed it. Some Matt Frank artwork, Shin Godzilla versus Legendary Godzilla. Nick Adams from the Monster Report. I'll look into that YouTube issue. Never tried it myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot. We're gonna have to troubleshoot some stuff and try to figure it out. I'm really not sure what this poster's from, but I got this from another local collector / friend. It's definitely some sort of like calendar poster, but I'm not really sure like what it came from. So if anybody has any insight on what that actually is, would be nice. I got this from a client that made that for me at work. Here's some more artwork that I got from Tucson Comic-Con a few years ago. Over here we have Howl from Beyond the Fog poster, along with Matt Frank's very like Japanese-ish art style. Zillafan85, it's like a calendar poster with all Heisei theme. Yeah, pretty much. Some more Matt Frank art, Godzilla vs. Hedra. I got this Gigan from Tucson Comic-Con a few years ago. Some artist was doing that, and it's actually like a shiny print, if you can see that like glare. It's not metallic. It's not like a metal poster, but it has like a metallic holographic finish. So I got that. Up behind the Godzillas in here, I have the first ever United Kingdom Kaiju Convention poster or art print that Matt Frank did. And it's Gorgo versus Titanosaurus. I have that up in there. And then I have this big old long print behind these guys. And I got that at G-Fest. I think I got this at my second G-Fest, which was 2014. So I've had this print for a while, and it's a long one. Just has a bunch of different kaiju from all different stuff. And then I got this little like Godzilla thing, which was like from a drawing pad. I've had that for a long time, though, ever since I was a kid. There's our wonderful 84, which is getting a reissue. All right, let's see. Where do I want to go from here? Some more little prints from G-Fest a few years ago. Collected some NECA box arts. That I have there. Here I have like one of those little felt, like color it in yourself posters. I've had this for a long time. So all those colors are by me. Some more box art. The guys for the United Kingdom first ever Kaiju convention sent me their little flyer, and they all signed it. Some more artwork from G-Fest here. I really love this Gamera print. Has Gamera with all his villains. Matt Frank print, Godzilla Through the Years with an atomic bomb in the background. Really love that print. That was a G-Fest buy. Here was a G-Fest buy. Jet Jaguar, Agent of Seatopia. Another... Someone local drew that for me and colored it in. So I got that. And then Holy Mountain Printing, I got that little thing from them. And then these here from a board game that I just kind of took apart and couldn't figure out how to play, so I just said screw it, and I'm just utilizing these parts as artwork now. I got this little one here. That was given to me by Ron John. That was a gift from Ron John, that little soldier in front of Godzilla there. I got another Godzilla versus King Ghidorah M11 like little print poster. I also got that from Robert Scott Field himself, and he signed it for me. My wife got me this a few years ago, little Godzilla light. Buddy who was at San Diego Comic-Con and was helping Toho's booth out saved me one of these panels from when they were breaking down the booth. Because when they break down booths at Comic-Con, they pretty much just tear everything down and throw it away. So it was nice that he saved me one of those Toho boards. I got that. I got a little like postcard from David Eric Dopko from his Destroy All Monsters photograph, and those are all X Plus figures except for the Manda. The Manda was a custom, but I have that there. Toronto Raptors fan, so I got that there. And then this came from Chris, the retired Goji fan 93, as a little gift. He got that at G-Fest. And I think that just about does it, guys. I mean, unless you really want to include this, which this was also from Toho's booth at San Diego Comic-Con the first time they were there. If you guys ever do look up Toho's booth at San Diego Comic-Con and you guys watch that video, you guys will see where this was, like what this is a part of. And I'm really, really happy to have this piece. This is such a special piece. Like, again, things officially from Toho, like that's just sick. Sometimes I can't believe that I own some of the stuff that I do. I did put in some new batteries in Mechagodzilla, so he's a little bit more brighter now. Everybody ready? Mechagodzilla, activate. He's really, really bright now. Oh boy. But yeah, no, so that's pretty much all my posters. Like I said, some other stuff. There's Fred. What's up, guys? Here's Fred. He's like, I don't want to talk. Give me pets. Give me pets. No, footage! They better not take down this episode for that crap, I swear. I'm playing with fate, though, doing that, because I'm going to stop, though. But I can't not have fun with it. I just got to call them out on their bull crap. Plug you guys back in here. All right. Let's see. Catch up on some comments here. Zillafan85, you should get Yosh to come up with some cool promotional posters for the Tucson Kaiju. You don't think we've talked about that, Yosh has some awesome shit in store. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. Alteron Kaiju, very awesome. Thanks. Now, which one's your favorite? Only pick one. Just kidding. Ooh, for me, it's kind of a toss-up. I really like the Attack Peter Sea Monster poster, but I also love my Godzilla versus Hedra poster in there, up against, like right there against the wall. Yeah, really, really tough. I almost have to go with the Hedra poster. Like, I do want to pick that one over the Attack Peter Sea Monster, but it's really hard. I love both of those posters a lot. Let's see. Monster Report, Mechagodzilla, destroy him quickly. And then Monster Report saying Fred rules the Kaiju Cave. He thinks he does anyway. And then Tim, don't do it, no footage. I know, I'm just messing around. If they really want to get me for that, I'm going to fight it. Don't worry, guys, because that would be ridiculous. Let's see. Zillifan 85. Mechagodzilla beat Godzilla to death. And then, Leaf Claw Studios saying, in the works, can't wait to get through the holiday season so I can be in the office more. Yeah, no, it's been kind of tough lately with everything going on. There's been a lot going on, that is for sure. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good stuff in store. The genie was very nice to you. Who owns the Sinbad movies? Is it Columbia? I think Columbia Pictures. So unless Columbia Pictures is going to be an ass, I want to say if it was WB, maybe I'd be a little worried, because WB's the one who took down episode 27, for the mere seconds of them footage. So who knows? Maybe this one will get taken down too. But again, I'll fight it the best I can. So... but I'm really trying not to do any more gaps in the YouTube segments because I'm tired of missing episodes and crap like that. So, nah. But you can definitely be sure that I'm gonna have fun with the footage thing. That's gonna be a continuous thing. From the land beyond. Right now, they're fighting the two-headed bird. At least I think it's yeah, it's a two-headed bird. And then Monster Report, Columbia is owned by Sony, so... well, we'll see what happens. Again, I'm really not worried about that. So, if they really want to try to get me for that, all I gotta say is, yeah. Zillifan 85, I wish I owned some of them. I really need to add more Harryhausen movies. I do have Jason and the Argonauts and 1 Million Miles to Earth. Those are two really good ones to have, I tell you that much. I love 20 Million Miles to Earth. I almost got tongue-tied there. Let's see. And then Alteron Kaiju, by the way, say what's up to Turnip. I will. Turnip's in the front room in her little controlled environment container thing. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what... I'm actually kind of having a brain fart. Not atrium. Whatever. Her tank. Leaf Claw Studios back to tank. Turnip is gonna be Gamera. Oh, man. One of these days, man, we're probably going to have like a Kaiju Chill Clock outside in my backyard, and we're going to like do hang with turnip sessions or something like that. Terrarium. That's what it is. Thank you, Yosh. It started with a T. Monster Report, Zillifan 85, see the Harryhausen classic Valley of Guanji. Oh, dude, Valley of Guanji is so good. I have Valley of Guanji. I have a lot of these movies. If you name it, I probably have it. Oh, man. Valley of Guanji is so good. But yeah, no, one of these days for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, we'll have to do Valley of Guanji. Valley of Guanji is a fun one. Zillifan 85, Gamera is really great. Do the Gamera. I don't know the words. That's okay. Even though these movies are older, man, they still hold up so well. I love the costumes. You know what I mean? Like, I love the tops with the stitched patterns that Sinbad wears and stuff. There's such a cool look. I'd rock that look. And I wouldn't care what anybody says. And then Alteron Kaiju, yes, Valley of Guanji is great. Monster Report, do you own Earth versus the Flying Saucers, an odd Harryhausen classic? I do not. That is one that I don't. That's what I mean. There's probably some that you're probably going to name now, and I don't have them. I have seen that, though. I have seen Earth versus the Flying Saucers. Long time ago. Like, I think I might have been like 5 or 6 years old. It's been a long time. Zilfan85, he loves, I love Valley of Guanji. Only part I don't like is Guanji killing the elephant, just like Ymir. The elephants always get beaten up, man. It's no, I don't like that either. Anything that has to do with animals in monster movies, eh, just because I love animals so much, I don't like to see it. You know, something that's kind of hard for me to watch is John Carpenter's The Thing, where they do the whole dogs and everything like that. I don't like that one. I don't like seeing animals like in distress or getting mutilated or whatever. It's like, I hate it so much. Unless you're going to have the animals win, then it's fine. You know, as much as we may love the kaiju, I wouldn't care if the elephant was the one to kill Ymir, or if the elephant was the one to kill Guanji. I would have been like, yeah, all right. I'm fine with that. Leaf Claw Studios, that was his first hit, I believe. Love the saucers. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. And then Monster Report, another odd Harryhausen one was First Men in the Moon. Don't think I've made it through that without falling asleep. I don't think I've heard of that one. So interesting. I'll have to look that one up. Interesting. Zillafan85, same for you. I really do hate it. And yes, have the animals win. Yes, have the animals win. I'm totally fine with that. Sinbad's making his way past the dragon. I'm sorry, I just love looking at the stop motion effects. They look so good. Oh, good conversations, you guys. Speaking of Christmas time, you know, me and my wife, we've been decorating the outside of the house, inside of the house, so it is kind of getting a little in the holiday spirit around here. We're not quite where we want to be yet, but we're getting there. You know, we kind of did want to get, like, not like real trees. Like, I like real Christmas trees, but I don't like the cleanup part afterwards. So we do want to get some artificial trees. We definitely want to get one for the front room, and then I want to get one back here. By the time, though, that we came around to actually getting a tree this last week, there really weren't any of the trees that we wanted in stock. And if they were too tall. So we kind of missed out on getting trees this year, but we did sub for these little... Okay, hang on. Let me turn this way. Let me rotate the camera. That way we don't have the TV screen. And then rotate it again. And then you guys can already kind of see it in the little corner over here. But me and Amber settled. We got two of these because they were under 20 bucks. And I've always actually liked these types of lights. So it works. But we just have these. We have one in the front room and then this one back here next to Fred's little house. So, yeah. That's the Christmas tree for the Kaiju Cave this year in Godzilla Fan Freaks headquarters. Gonna put some decorations on them, but haven't gotten that far yet. We're probably gonna do that either tonight or tomorrow sometime. Not sure. But yeah. All right, back to me, so we don't have to worry about the TV. And of course, I'm in the Christmas spirit. Krampus! Let me plug you guys back in. All right. Sorry for shaking you guys around. Just getting readjusted here. Let's see here. I'm going to catch up on your guys' comments. You guys just blew up on comments. Alteron Kaiju saying he liked Men in the Moon. I have the Harryhausen sci-fi and movie packs. Dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Monster Report, Mighty Joe Young, Beast, and It Came from Beneath the Sea actually were before Flying Saucers. Ooh, interesting. Ray had made a good name for himself, but by then, but it's a great classic. All right. Zillfan85. Ooh, yes, Mighty Joe Young is an absolute classic. I used to watch it all the time as a kid, yeah. Alteron Kaiju. The one that I didn't like was It Came from Beneath the Sea. You didn't like It Came from Beneath the Sea? I like that one. It's one of my favorites. Zillfan85. Don't know if you guys remember, but they used to show these movies all the time on AMC back when it was like TMC showing old classic films. Yep, I remember that. Let's see, Zillfan85, need to put some Godzilla decor on that tree. That's the hard part, man, because Godzilla ornaments and stuff like that, I have two. I have two in the room on a shelf. But, man, the Godzilla ornaments are expensive. Let's see, Alteron Kaiju, awesome tree. Put those Godzilla hangers on my tree. And then Leaf Claw Studios, Man in the Moon is great. And then Monster Report, See It Came colorized. It looks so great. Ooh, okay. I think I've seen images of It Came from Beneath the Sea colorized. I haven't watched it. I don't have it in colorized, but I have seen images, and it does look pretty good. But, oh man, guys, I'm having a great time just chatting with you guys, talking, you know? As I try not to choke on my drink. But you guys always make Kaiju Chill O'Clock a lot of fun. I always really appreciate the engagement that we get. Again, this episode might not be quite 2 hours. I'm thinking about maybe cutting it after the movie's over here, which Sinbad just rescued Parissa, that's her name. And he's about to fight the skeleton. But just so I can keep the show kind of just rolling, you know, again, it's not your guys' fault. Just I know engagement can be lacking. We only got 3 people on in here right now, so... Monster Report, I used the colorized version in my trailer remake. Even Ray was impressed with the colorization process. That's pretty cool. I think I remember that. I'll have to go back and rewatch it. Let's see. Zilf75, you ever see King Kong 33 colorized? I saw it on Monster Vision back in the day. Kind of weird. I never did see that one colorized. I never did. And then Monster Report, he was always resistant to colorizing black and white films. When he saw the new process, they convinced him. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, no, good discussions here, guys. This is great. Can't wait for the Facebook segment up next where we will be able to actually watch Golden Voyage of Sinbad, which, guys, I almost have to pick. I almost want to say I like Golden Voyage better than Seventh Voyage. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. I love them both. But I think I do like Golden Voyage better than Seventh Voyage. But it's really hard to pick. Alteron Kaiju, has anyone seen the colorized 54, 56, or I'm confused? No, I have not. And Lucy Collected, it's Jonathan. What's up, buddy? What's going on? Welcome to Kaiju. Anybody who just tuning in, welcome. I'm Godzilla Fan Freaks. Welcome to Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 29. We are still on the first segment. We have the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad on in the background. Sinbad is just sword dueling with a skeleton right now. Zilfan85, I like Seventh Voyage, but Golden Voyage is also really good. Yeah. Eye of the Tiger, again, has its moments. It's good, but the other 2 films are just better. The Eye of the Tiger is the weakest out of the Sinbad trilogy, even though they're not really a trilogy. Zillafan85, 54, 56 colorized would be odd to say the least. I think that there's like test attempts of colorizing 54, 56, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, I'm really excited to watch Golden Voyage. Yeah, I think Golden Voyage is my favorite. For me, it would go Golden Voyage 7th, and then Eye of the Tiger. That's how I would rate these. My rating, anyway. Let's see, Monster Report, Alteron Kaiju, the colored the colorized Kozilla is trippy. An Italian filmmaker tried adding color to it, and it just looked like a mess. Damn. And then Jonathan, rough morning, but I'm okay. But I'll have to go to work soon. Hey man, I'm sorry to hear you kind of had a rough morning. You know that's never good. But I hope things kind of smooth out for you, and then I hope work isn't too stressful. All right, buddy. Keep your head on straight. You got this, Jonathan. You're gonna do all right, bud. Weekend's almost here for those of you who have a normal weekend, unlike me, who my weekend is today and tomorrow. Zilfan85, Golden Voyage with the Griffins, such cool artwork by the great Harryhausen. Yeah. Dude, Harryhausen just has done awesome in all his stuff that he's done. Again, the whole Kali fight, I'm definitely going to I'm going to be gushing over that scene when we get to it over on the Facebook segment. Jonathan, I'm not a big fan of Sinbad. I just never thought that he was a funny comedian. Oh no, Jonathan with the jokes. Jonathan coming in with the jokes. I knew Jonathan wasn't being serious. The first sentence, I was like, wait a minute. He's got to be joking. Because who doesn't love the Sinbad movies, you know? Then Alteron Kaiju just saying to the Monster Report, okay, I thought it was dreamt up or something. And then Jonathan, love anything Harryhausen, exactly. And then Yosh just laughing along with us. And then Jonathan saying, jokes, it's all I got. Not true, Jonathan. You have a cool collection yourself. Which, Jonathan, we were talking about it earlier. YouTube has a new feature. Tried to do it today. Had technical difficulties, but it can be possible now for me to stream with a guest. Only one, though. It doesn't let you do multiples. But you have to be on mobile is the only thing. But, it is possible. Once we try to figure it out, me, Zillafan, and Yosh, Nick Adams from the Monster Report, we're gonna try to figure out what's going on with that, and try some trial and error runs, because we couldn't figure it out today. But I was gonna have Zillafan85 on this segment with me, but hopefully we figure that out in the future, and I can have guests on the YouTube segment. And again, if anybody wants to be a guest over on the Instagram segment, that is a possibility too. Alteron Kaiju, loosely, come on, man. And then I went to see him live. Great show. Oh, he's actually talking about Sinbad the comedian. Zilfan85, you gotta love Clash of the Titans as well. Also, did you ever see the 3 Worlds of Gulliver or Jack the Giant Killer? Oh, man, that's been a lot. Man, talk about a throwback, dude. Wow, man, you just made my head kind of hurt. Not in a bad way, like in a good way. Like, I almost forgot about those. Yeah, Gulliver's Travels and Jack the Giant Killer. Man, whoa. My brain just unlocked a section and was like, yeah, remember when we watched that when we were 4 years old? Damn. Yes, I have seen those. It's been a long time. And then Jonathan saying cool. And then Monster Report, no, Lucy collected. Sin good? No. Sin bad. And then Jonathan just laughing. But yeah, considering we're kind of going this fantasy route, Actually, I can't do it for next week's episode because we all know what? Every 5 episodes, that means Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 30. The next episode is what? Can somebody put it in the comments? It's going to be what? What is it going to be? Do my Hulk Hogan? What's it going to be? What's the next episode? Somebody put it in a comment. Zillafan85, yep, love them. Have those on DVD, heck yeah. Or Ultron Kaiju saying that. And then Lucy Collected, love Clash of the Titans, another toy line. Wish I had the Kraken is awesome. And then Zillafan85, Sinbad paired great with Arnold in Jingle All the Way. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies. And then Leaf Claw Studios said Zombie Time, close. But then Zillafan85 with the home run. Yes! The next episode is The Graveyard Shift. Episode 30. So we actually won't I'll have a movie on in the background for The Graveyard Shift. Not really sure what it'll be yet. But yeah, as you guys know, and for those that don't know, The Graveyard Shift is every 5 episodes of Kaiju Chill O'Clock. So pretty much every, episode 30 and then episode 35 are Graveyard Shifts. That's the way I'm going to do that. So every 5 episodes is Graveyard Shifts. It's a nighttime evening show. It's not as early. And it's only on YouTube. Graveyard Shift is only a YouTube show. I don't transition over to Facebook, and then I don't transition over to Instagram. Graveyard Shift is only YouTube, and it is a 3-hour show, roughly, depending on engagement. It could be shorter. See, Monster Report, Santa Claus versus the Martians. What? And then, whoa, lots of comments. Ultron, Zillafan85 just saying Ultron's very lucky to own those films. Hashtag jealous. Zillafan85, we got to figure out this guest business by then so you can get me on for the Graveyard Shift. Yeah, no, that's always possible too. Have guests for the Graveyard Shifts. All right, Dragon just died. They're sailing away. Oh, let's see. And then Ultron Kaiju. Just sending a smiley face to Zillafan85. Lucy Collected next Thursday is Graveyard Shift. I have to look at the calendar, but just because we are kind of getting close to Christmas at that point too, the Graveyard Shift probably is going to be on Thursday. I think the remaining shows for this month are going to be on Thursday. I don't think I'm going to have to skip a week. But if I do, you guys will see a post about it. But I think the remaining shows for this year are only going to be on Thursdays. Because I think I'm going to be tied up on Fridays and stuff like that due to holidays and everything else. So, and then Yosh, a 3-hour tour. Yes. And then Yosh saying, yes, I've seen Santa Claus versus the Martians. Also, Riff Tracks does stuff with that. Interesting. And then that's if he recalls. Monster Report, no Kaiju Christmas movie. Kaiju Christmas movies. I think the best thing I got for you guys, if you guys want me to have it on in the background for the next Graveyard Shifts, I can put Krampus on in the background. I think that's the best I got. Let's see, Lucy Collected, I'll be off Thursday through Monday. Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, it's probably going to be on Thursday. I can guarantee you that because I think I was looking at my calendar the other day, and I think I pretty much told myself, yeah, I think the remaining shows for December, they're going to be on Thursday. I don't think there's going to be any Friday shows for a minute. Monster Report, is there a Kaiju Christmas movie? Zillafan85 is asking. I don't know of any. Ultron Kaiju, Monster Report, what? Daimajin 3, Gamera 2? Are those Christmas movies? What? Do they take place Christmas time? Maybe I have to rewatch them, but I know maybe winter, but I don't know about Christmas. But yeah, I think Krampus is probably the best I got for you guys in the background for the graveyard shift. And that works for me. I've grown to really like Krampus. I really like the movie. It gets a bad rep. It's actually kind of a fun film. It's not really scary all that much either. It is kind of like it has some serious aspects to it, and then it's got comedy too. Lucy Collected saying, I've seen Santa versus the Martians as well. It's in Mystery Science Theater 3000 version. Okay. I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of that. Zillifan85, I know James Rolfe made a case that The Shining is a Christmas movie. Interesting. Okay. Zillifan85, the Grinch horror movie is called The Mean One. I saw that. I thought it was a joke. And then it was real. Like, yes, so you're hearing it here first. If you did not know this already, there is a Grinch horror movie coming out, and it is called The Mean One. Not joking. The Grinch is a killer now. They're also coming out with Winnie the Pooh and Bambi horror movies. I don't know. Too much WTF. It is a lot of WTF. That's a lot of WTF. And then, Jonathan, I thought you were supposed to watch Doctor Who, Star Wars, or Lord of the Rings for Christmas. I don't know. Usually, yeah, maybe I'll throw on some Star Wars, but I actually am thinking next week for the graveyard shift. I think I'll throw Krampus on in the background. Jonathan saying Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Yeah, that's true. Gremlins is a Christmas movie. That is true. Great discussions, guys. Thank you all so much. Just having a blast. We're almost an hour and 40 minutes in, kind of slowing down. I'm thinking I'm going to switch over to Facebook just so I can kind of keep media rolling. You know what I mean? So if you guys don't mind, if you guys want me to hang around here for another 24 minutes, that's okay too. I'm just kind of running out of things to talk about and topics. Again, that Zillifan85 hit the nose right on the head. That is where a guest can kind of be helpful to kind of, that way I'm just not carrying the whole show. I can do that, but when it starts to slow down and I start running out of topics, that's when it can be kind of tough. And then Monster Report saying yes to Gremlins. And then Jonathan saying Gremlins is the ultimate Christmas story about getting the worst gift possible and not being able to take it back. If you haven't seen Krampus, though, Krampus kind of has that same ordeal. It kind of has a really twisted ending. Not twisted, but like the ending kind of leaves it open. You know what I mean? Like the ending for Krampus is like, what? Zillifan85, yeah, it would be awesome to have us on as guests regularly. Yeah. Again, if we could figure out the YouTube issue, I'd be totally fine having a guest every now and then for YouTube or Instagram. Again, you want to talk about being a guest? Message Godzilla Fan Freaks through Facebook. Message Godzilla Fan Freaks through Instagram to get in touch with me. Easiest way. And then Zillifan85 says, yes, it would really spice up the show. Yeah, and that's always good. I'm always trying to think of new ideas of spicing up Kaiju Chill O'Clock. But it also does mean a lot to me that you guys also really do enjoy and tune into the show as it is. That really means a lot. So again, guys, I have to, I think I'm just going to probably start closing it out here. But can I just say to you all who are here and everyone who views this in the future and everything, just thank you to all you guys that you guys enjoy this for what it is. It really makes me enjoy it a lot. I enjoy doing it, and just knowing that you all enjoy it makes me enjoy it that much more. Again, this really helps me like de-stress from work. It helps me really wind down. It helps me out a lot. Mental health, all that stuff. So you guys have no idea how far all your kind words and everything go for me. I really, really appreciate all of you so much, And again, I'm not monetized. I don't make money from this. I do this because I do enjoy it. It's fun for me, and that's what matters to me at the end of the day. Doesn't matter of money. It's not a matter of anything else. It's a matter of just pure enjoyment and having fun. So thank you guys again. Last time I poured my heart out to you guys about my mental health and everything else and how this hobby, is so great for all of us in different ways. YouTube pulled that episode. We even touched about if anybody's having any problems with depression or anything like that. That was the episode with them. You can't redo something like that. And for them to just totally take down that episode for the mere seconds of footage, I just felt that was really shitty, because we really did have a good conversation that episode about a lot of that stuff. And so I just want to say it again here, you guys. You guys are just awesome. You all keep doing what you're doing. Yosh, keep making banger art, man. ZillaFan85, keep up your content, dude. Nick Adams from the Monster Report, your content. Jonathan, keep taking pictures, posting them to Instagram. Grumpy Old Geek Codgers, You guys are just doing just awesome. Okay, you guys are just doing just awesome, and I love seeing your guys' content. I love seeing everybody just succeeding and having fun. I do. So, thank you all so much. Let me catch up on these comments here before I close it out. Jonathan saying, I have seen Krampus. We own it. There was a Christmas horror anthology movie I watched a couple years back with William Shatner as a radio talk show DJ. Can't recall the name, though. Okay. And then Leaf Claw Studios, Yosh, that's why I was going to suggest the Hot Chip Challenge. No, I'm open to stuff like that. Okay? I am. All right? I'm letting you guys know. I am kind of thinking about that. Because I love spicy stuff, I want to try the one chip challenge for you guys. I want to try the hottest gummy bear in the world for you guys. I love doing all that stuff. I do. So I think that would be fun. That would definitely spice up the show. Let's see. Zillfan85, LOL, Yosh. Yeah, Everett, I know exactly what you mean. Thank you for being you and doing such an awesome job. Dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just do my best. Every day, I just try and do my best every single day. That's all I can say. Alter on Kaiju, take it easy and take care, everyone. Gonna get some sleep. Godzilla Train. Hey, Godzilla Train, what's up, man? Adrian. He's just telling Alteron, have a great day. And what's up, Kaiju family? Godzilla Train, anytime he comes in, I gotta steal his little thing. Adrian, if you really don't want me to, just tell me in a comment. I'm sorry, but it's really hard to resist because you're Godzilla Train. So, all aboard! Yeah! And then, yep, everyone just saying bye to... Everybody saying bye to Alteron. Jonathan, I'm less concerned about the spice going in as I am the spice going out. Well, that and carbs. True. And then Godzilla Train, Nick, I need to get back and rewatch your stream from last night. Adrian, dude, Nick, again, that stream was, dude, it was good. I wish I could have been there, but I was at work. But I did chime in, and we had a lot of fun. And then Godzilla Train just saying, I'm good. And then Jonathan saying, woo, woo, like the train, woo, woo, I need to get that air. Me and Tim, if Tim's still here, me and Tim were talking about how much we love the air horn sound, the I need to get that. Just like on a soundboard off to the side, like one of those like little like keyboard things that you can press a button and it does the sound. I got to get one of those for the show. I got to start thinking about things like that. Applauding, booing, stuff like that. I just want to have one of those off to the side here. I think that would also spice up the show. And then Godzilla Train, I didn't trademark it yet. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? I do that in the future, and then Godzilla Train's the one that blocks and takes down my videos for copyright infringement. No. Let's see. Jonathan, I caught the end of the Kong stream. Dude, it was a great stream. And then Yosh just saying bye to Alteron. And then Jonathan, production values going sky high. I mean, I'm going to try. I know some of that stuff can be pretty expensive, but it is doable. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, though, you guys, I think I'm just going to end it there. Again, you guys, thank you all so much for being here. You know, this was a great stream, cutting it a little shorter than usual, but that's okay. I kind of just want to keep the segments going. And then Leaf Claw Studios just saying Alteron, tell us, Madi? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Anyway, yeah, no, it just means a lot to me that you guys are here. Again, Atomic blast that like button if you haven't already. I appreciate the support, even though it is the end of the stream. You know, excuse me. You can always go back and rewatch it and all that good stuff. As long as if they take me down for the fun that I was having, I swear, I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight it. I'm going to do my best, but I think I should be fine. Anyway, Jonathan, look into the sound effects app on a tablet, maybe. That too. Yeah, that is a possibility. And then Monster Report. Oh, man, here we go. Monster Report with the jokes. What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? Frostbite. Nick, you have a book in front of you. I swear. Either that or Nick's just doing this on the fly, like looking stuff up online. But I believe Nick has a book. Nick has a dad joke book. He has to. He's got like 20 kids. No. But Nick does have a lot of kids. And they're all wonderful. Great kids. Great family. Nick, God bless you and everybody in here. You all are just great. Thank you again. I'm going to close it out now. So like always, you guys, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Monster Report, a dad joke book? Haha, yes. Anyway, you guys, thank you all so much for being here with me, Godzilla Fan Freaks Live, for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 29, the first segment. Party's not over. Voice crack. We are going to be moving on to Facebook Live next for Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we're going to be watching together The Golden Voyage of Sinbad. So join me over on Facebook next if you're able to. If you're not, that's okay. Like, comment, subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Atomic blast that notification bell. Don't forget to like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks on Facebook. And don't forget to follow Godzilla Fan Freaks on Instagram. That way you stay up to date with everything going on. And without further ado, you guys, I think that's it. Jonathan saying later taters, and Monster Report Nick saying great show, Kaiju brother. Thank you so much. Again, you know, it all just means a lot to me. Thank you all so much. So, party's not over. Kaiju Chill O'Clock is still going to go strong. My voice is cracking. That's why I'm glad for the second segment, because it's kind of less of me talking and more of us just being able to watch a movie. And Facebook don't do nothing. So, I'm fine with that. So anyway, you guys, we will catch you later. Thank you all. Atomic blast that like if you haven't, and do all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. And if I don't, you know, if you guys aren't going to transition over to Facebook, hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of your weekend. So, or weekend. Well, my weekend, but I don't know. I can't talk. Anyway, we'll catch you later, guys.